store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Richardson.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Waller taking it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Henry running right. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And in for the Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
McCaffrey on the counter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Alert!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he rifles one incomplete.
For the Bears, it's 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
You talk about this Lions defense.
Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Alert!
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
On second down, here's Allen. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Henry going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That second down play nets a -4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Richardson looking to throw. Touchdown! Darren Waller, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Half 85. Middle. What's that?
Here's Allen to throw it. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marquise Bell.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. To the air, Allen. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Keanu Benton in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Allen. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first.
Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf, 64 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. We talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
21. Bears nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And again, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw, it's Allen. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Moody good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A final shot before the half. Richardson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, these two teams getting a couple of late-season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Allen.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Inside handoff, Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Bears take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Allen going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Richardson working from the gun.
This will be caught at the 2.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Allen. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On 1st down, Richardson.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Middle.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Middle.
On 1st down, Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught. Touchdown! From 19 yards away.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up first and 10 in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
60 Maverick.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Richardson targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
5 wide. What's that?
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
56. What's that?
Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Moody for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing it.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses